Sonic Ninja.
Hello everybody, SonicNinja here, and today I'm going to teach you how to set up Cobblemon Modpack for Minecraft. It's basically a mod pack that has Pokemon in it. It's really sick. So I already have a whole bunch of mods and stuff already in here, and this is mostly for people who I'm trying to have connect to my server. I will potentially make a guide for setting up the server in the future if you guys want it. But without further ado, let's get into it. So anyways, first thing you're going to want to do is download the zip that's in the description, which is this right here. So you're going to just click download and save it to your downloads. Alright, it's done. So now, we can close that window out. Now we have our zip here. So, I put in step 2 how to have 7-zip as your default extractor program, if you don't have it already. So, the Windows extractor should be fine. It's an optional step, but anyways, you want to double click this and drag the folder out to your downloads, or extract it however you want. So in here, we are going to be going to step 1, and in here it's saying download Java 21 for Windows. So we're going to copy this link, okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and make sure we select Java 21 and then Windows, and then we're going to go with the installer. So I am going to put that in my step 1 folder. Okay, that's done. So now we're going to double click on that, hit yes, and then since I already have it installed, I'm going to reinstall it. So it's going to remove it off my system, and we're going to start from scratch. Alright, next you're going to click next. It's going to save in your programs Java in this folder. Next. We're going to need to remember that for later. Alright, it's done. We're going to click close. Alright, and now we're going to move on to step 2. So in step 2, this is optional, but this is to install 7-zip. So we're going to copy this link. Alright, and then here's the window that comes up. So you're going to want to get the Windows 64 version. Save it in your downloads, and then it might say it's weird and won't download correctly. Download unverified file. It's safe. Alright, that's done. So then now, go back to where we downloaded it. I put it in the step 1 folder. Alright, sorry. Let's put it in step 2. Alright. So now we're going to double click the exe, click yes, and then it's going to install into the programs files. Click install, and then close. Okay, so then now we're going to download MultiMC. Alright, and then if you scroll down on the page, you'll see this download for Windows button. Click that, and we're going to put that in our step 2 folder. Okay, and then now if we want to set our default extraction program. We right click on this, and if you're not using if you're using an unmodified version of Windows 11, I change my thing so that it'll always show the more options. But there's a button that'll say show more options, and then you want to go to open with, choose another app, and then you're going to scroll all the way down and click choose an app on your PC. So then next you're going to go, it's going to bring you into your program files, but if not, go to your C drive, program files, 7-zip, and then you're going to select 7Z FM and then hit open. And then you're going to click always. So it'll always open up your zip files in this. Again, it's not required, but it'll definitely help. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to take our MultiMC folder, and you can put this wherever you want. I'm just going to put it inside of my downloads. Alright, I drag and dropped it over there, and now it's extracted. Exit out of this window. Alright. And then now it's optional, but it's recommended. You can save a start menu shortcut for MultiMC. So if you double click inside the folder, if you see the multimc.exe, if you right click, I don't know if it's show more options on normal Windows 11, but you do pin to start, and then it should show up right here. I already have MultiMC in here, so it shows up as 2. So what you're going to do is you can otherwise double click the exe for the folder or click the start menu. Alright, so now we're going to move on to step 3. So step 3 is going to be a big one. So we open up the MultiMC. So I'm going to select my language, which is American English. You can select whatever you want. And then here it's going to show you your versions of Java that you have installed. So I believe the newest version of Minecraft uses 23 or 24. It's been a minute since I played vanilla Java, but the one version we want is going to be the version 21 that we downloaded. So if you don't see it here, you can always browse to find it. So what you're going to be looking for is the javaw.exe. So if you click browse, go to my PC, C, program files, Java, Java 21, bin, and then javaw.exe. So that will select it as its default for all of your instances in MultiMC. Personally, I like to go with the latest version of Java so that I don't have to worry about it if I'm playing like on newer versions. But you can always just select this one if you're just strictly using this to play Cobblemon. But we'll go with the latest Java version. So here is where we would set our RAM allocation, our min and max. So inside step 3, the TXT, I put a link to a website that is a calculator that calculates RAM gigabyte to megabyte. So if you come down here, for example, like let's say if we want to take a look at our system performance here, what you're going to do is you're going to press Control-Shift-Escape to bring up Task Manager, and then you're going to click the Performance tab. And over here, it's going to show you how much total RAM you have. So it says I have 32 gigs of RAM. So inside of the mod pack, it says that you need at least a minimum of 2.5 gigs, or they recommend 3 for the best performance. But since I have 32, I like to give it a little bit of overhead. So I'm going to do my minimum as 4 gigs. So if you put 4 and then convert, then you could take this number down here. Do you want the one in binary, not decimal? We're going to copy that, and we're going to paste it in here. And then for my maximum, I'm going to put 16. So I'm going to copy this number. So and then we're going to put that inside of the maximum. So the reason why I selected 16 was because As you saw before, my maximum is 32 gigs. So I normally like to use half of my RAM for MultiMC. So like, let's say for example, you only have 8 gigs of RAM. You don't really have too much to play with, and you know the requirement is at least 3 gigs. So I would say that you would probably set your maximum to about 6 gigs, so that you're using at least 75% if you're on lower end hardware. But if you have 16 or more, then I would recommend using 50% of your RAM. So, but yeah, if you're following me, I'm using 4 gigs as my minimum and 16 gigs as my maximum. And I'm going to be going with the latest version of Java. So I click finish, and then it's going to come here. So this is your MultiMC window. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to need to link our Microsoft account. So when you click manage accounts, it's going to generate this QR code link here. So what you're going to want to do is click on the link. It's going to open up a new page, and it's going to put the code in, and it's going to say allow access. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put in my credentials, and I don't want it to sign in every time. And normally if you have 2-step authentication, that's where you have to put it in and log in that way. But then once you get the screen saying that you're all signed in, you can close out of the window, and then you can see I have Blue Little Mac from Smash 4. So it'll show your character skin. You can exit out of this window. Alright, so then now the next step is you want to click add instance, and then you want to click import from zip. You're going to click browse, and then you're going to go back to your downloads or wherever you extracted the Cobblemon client folder. You're going to go to step 3, and inside you'll see a zip called Cobbleboys 1.7.1. So you're going to click on that and click OK, and then you'll see it there, and then you say OK. So it's going to take a few seconds for it to actually import all of the settings for you. So it might look like the program's lagging, or it says not responding or whatever, but it's working on it. Yeah, see? So it's extracting the mod pack now. Alright, and then that's done. Okay, so normally if you set your Java version to 21, you don't have to worry about this next step. You could just click on it and then click launch, and then it'll just launch it. But since we set our Java version to the latest, we have to set it to Java 21 for it to work for Minecraft 1.21.1. So what you're going to want to do is select it, and then click edit instance, and then if you go all the way down to the bottom where it says settings, there's going to be the Java tab here. So what you're going to do is you can click the auto detect. It'll show all the Java instances that you have on your computer, and then we need Java 21, so we select this. But if it doesn't show up there, you could also manually browse for it. So you can go to C, Program, Java, Java 21, bin, and then scroll all the way down until you see Java w.exe. I'm going to select it and click open. And then you should be all set there. So now you're going to click close. And then now, every single time you open up MultiMC, all you're going to do is make sure that this is highlighted and click launch. does take a small minute for it to load for the first time. And a decent amount when you do it any other time, but eventually it will come up. Alright, so we're logged in. So you can go into options and change your video settings. I included my options.txt so that you don't have to worry about like key bindings or anything. So I have opening up your Cobblemon menu with M, the big map with N, your backpack with B, to throw out your Pokemon is R, and then all the rest of the default Minecraft stuff. You could also change your resolution and frame rate. I have mine set to 240 because that's what my monitor has. So you could just create a new world if you wanted to. Okay. I'm not exactly sure why that crashed. Okay, so when you go to create a new world, it shouldn't crash this time. There was a specific mod that was causing the crashing, so that's also something to be aware of if you're ever making a mod pack. Make sure that you test server-only mods to see if they actually work in the instance or not. So this one specifically, the Cobblemon Broadcaster, which I have installed on my server, shows when a shiny, legendary, or ultra beast shows up, and it'll say it in chat. But because it's on a single player world, it doesn't have compatibility with it. Even though it says single player, every time that I've tried to launch it in single player, even like versions before in Cobblemon, it would cause issues. So Alright, and we are in. So you press M, and it'll let you choose one of the starters. So obviously we gotta go with the best one, which is Squirtle, which evolves into Wartortle, SonicNinja. So yeah, press M to bring up your status screen, and then here you can see I got Adamant. And then here's the moves. You could swap different moves if you want to. Here shows the stats. Here shows the IVs, the EVs, and then there's also this stuff as well. There are also new mechanics for flying and swimming and stuff. So you bring up your Pokemon with R. So if you want to interact with him, you shift right click. For some reason you have to have something in your hand in order for it to work. So normally you can ride the Pokemon if it can fly or swim or walk on the ground if it's big enough, or you can put him on your shoulder. As you can see, I have my Cobblemon server here. So I also left my server inside of the video description, or inside the zip, just so that I can have like the people I want on my server to join. Unfortunately, it's not open to the public for now. So yeah, we're loaded in. There's the Solosis just hanging out in the air. There's a Lechonk. So yeah, that's the mod pack. But that's pretty much it. So anytime you ever want to just come back to play, all you got to do is just go to the start menu, click the MultiMC link, then click launch. It's as simple as that. That's all you need to do. I know the setup seems a little daunting at first, but once you actually get it going, it's as simple as click launch, multiplayer, and join your server. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. This is SonicNinja signing out.